The rise of digital activism in India. The digital revolution has transformed the way Indians engage with social issues. Social media has become a powerful tool for mobilizing public opinion, raising awareness, and pushing for policy changes. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated this trend, as people turned to digital platforms to stay informed and connect with others. Key features of digital activism in India: amplifying marginalized voices. Digital activism has provided a platform for marginalized communities to express themselves and share their experiences. Raising awareness about social issues. Social media campaigns have brought attention to pressing issues like caste-based violence, police brutality, and environmental degradation. Mobilizing public opinion. Hashtags and online petitions have been used to mobilize public opinion and pressure governments to take action. The matter was eventually referred to the Insurance Ombudsman, who ordered a full investigation into EY's handling of Anna's case. The Insurance Ombudsman found that EY had failed to provide Anna with adequate support and resources, including a dedicated support team. The investigation found that EY's workload was not the primary cause of Anna's death, but rather a lack of adequate support and resources. The report concluded that EY had not fulfilled its obligations under the Health and Safety at Work etc. Act 1974. The Insurance Ombudsman ordered E to pay compensation to Anna's family. The case highlights the need for employers to provide adequate support and resources to employees who are struggling with mental health issues. Millions of Indian knowledge workers are experiencing burnout, a pervasive issue that requires urgent attention. 54% of Indian knowledge workers reported burnout. The state of burnout in India. Burnout is a pervasive issue affecting millions of knowledge workers in India. A recent study by Slack revealed that a staggering 54% of Indian knowledge workers reported experiencing burnout. The situation was chaotic, with many people unable to access the internet, and the government's decision was widely criticized by the people of Manipur. The Internet blackout in Manipur. A state of chaos. The Internet blackout in Manipur was a result of a prolonged protest that had been ongoing for several months. The protests were sparked by the alleged involvement of the Indian government in the killing of 2 Indian nationals in the state. The protests had been peaceful at first, but they escalated into violence as the days went by. The Manipur violence. A digital age conundrum. The recent incidents of violence in Manipur, a state in northeastern India, have sparked widespread protests and outrage on social media. The situation has been further complicated by the spread of disinformation, which has exacerbated the tensions and fueled the hostilities. In this article, we will delve into the complexities of the situation and explore how social media has become a powerful tool in shaping public perception. The context of Manipur. Manipur is a state with a complex history, marked by periods of conflict and instability. The state has been plagued by insurgent groups, including the National Socialist Council of Nagaland, ISAC-MWIVA, and the United National Liberation Front of India, UNLF. These groups have been involved in various forms of violence, including bombings, kidnappings, and assassinations. The report also found that the majority of the posts were made by individuals who were not directly involved in the conflict. The initiative aimed to combat the spread of false information and promote fact-based reporting during the election period. The problem of misinformation in India's general election. The 2019 general election in India was marked by a significant increase in the spread of misinformation. Social media platforms, in particular, played a crucial role in disseminating false information, which often targeted specific communities and groups. This phenomenon was exacerbated by the lack of effective regulation and oversight of online content. The Indian government's own data suggested that 60% of online content related to the election was false or misleading. Influencers were asked to create content that was false or misleading, with the intention of influencing public opinion. The rise of #FactCheckIndia. The problem of misinformation has become a significant challenge in the digital age. With the rise of social media, false information can spread rapidly, often with devastating consequences. In India, misinformation has been linked to the spread of hate speech, violence, and even the COVID-19 pandemic. Examples of misinformation in India include the spread of false news about the COVID-19 vaccine, which led to widespread panic and misinformation. The circulation of false information about the 2020 Delhi riots, which further polarized the community. The hashtag The Rise of Social Media in Indian Politics. The impact of social media on Indian politics. The rise of social media has significantly impacted Indian politics, with both parties using it to their advantage. Climate activist Disha Ravi leads the charge against environmental degradation in India. Her efforts led to the arrest of several high-profile individuals, including a former Chief Minister of Karnataka. The rise of Fridays for Future in India. The Indian chapter of Fridays for Future, launched in 2019, has been instrumental in bringing attention to the pressing environmental issues plaguing the country. The movement, inspired by Greta Thunberg's global initiative, has seen a surge in participation from students, activists, and concerned citizens. The chapter's growth can be attributed to the tireless efforts of climate activists like Disha Ravi, who have been at the forefront of raising awareness about critical environmental concerns. Key concerns and campaigns: deforestation and wildlife conservation. Disha Ravi's online campaigns have focused on the alarming rate of deforestation in India, particularly in the Western Ghats region. She has highlighted the devastating impact of human activities on wildlife habitats and the need for sustainable forest management. Climate change and pollution. The movement has also addressed the pressing issue of climate change and pollution in India. Disha Ravi has emphasized the need for reduced carbon emissions, increased use of renewable energy, and improved waste management practices. Water conservation and management. Another critical concern addressed by the movement is water conservation and management. India's air pollution crisis sparks a grassroots movement of warrior moms fighting for a cleaner future. The problem of air pollution in India. Air pollution has become a pressing concern in India, with the country ranking among the top 10 most polluted countries in the world. The effects of air pollution are far-reaching, causing respiratory problems, cardiovascular diseases, and even premature death. In India, the air pollution problem is exacerbated by the country's rapid industrialization, urbanization, and population growth. The main sources of air pollution in India are plus industrial activities plus vehicle emissions plus agricultural burning plus waste management. The Warrior Moms India initiative. In response to the growing air pollution crisis, a group of 1,400 women from 75 villages across 13 Indian states came together to form Warrior Moms India. This online community aims to raise awareness about air pollution and promote sustainable living practices among its members. The initiative focuses on plus educating members about the causes and effects of air pollution plus encouraging sustainable practices such as reducing energy consumption and using eco-friendly products plus providing a platform for members to share their experiences and ideas. The impact of Warrior Moms India. The Warrior Moms India initiative has made a significant impact in raising awareness about air pollution in India. Through its online community, the group has been able to reach a large audience and inspire many to take action. Some notable achievements include plus creating a social media campaign that went viral, with over 10,000 shares and 5,000 comments, plus collaborating with local authorities to implement air quality monitoring systems in several villages, plus providing training and resources to members on sustainable living practices. The future of Warrior Moms India. As the Warrior Moms India initiative continues to grow, its impact is expected to be felt across the country. The organization has also been actively involved in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, where they worked with the Congress Party to ensure that the concerns of the common man were heard by the candidates. Warrior Moms India has also been actively involved in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, where they worked with the Congress Party to ensure that the concerns of the common man were heard by the candidates. The mission of Warrior Moms India. Warrior Moms India is a non-profit organization that aims to empower women and girls through education, economic empowerment, and social justice. Their mission is to create a society where women and girls have equal opportunities and are free from exploitation and oppression. Key objectives to provide education and vocational training to women and girls, to promote economic empowerment through entrepreneurship and job creation, to advocate for social justice and human rights, to create a safe and supportive environment for women and girls. The impact of Warrior Moms India. Warrior Moms India has made a significant impact in the lives of women and girls in India. The importance of reducing single-use plastics. Single-use plastics have become a significant environmental concern in recent years. These plastics are used once and then discarded, contributing to the massive amount of waste that ends up in landfills and oceans. The production and disposal of single-use plastics have severe consequences on the environment, including pollution, climate change, and harm to wildlife. The production of single-use plastics requires large amounts of fossil fuels, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. The disposal of single-use plastics in landfills and oceans leads to the release of toxic chemicals and microplastics, harming marine life and contaminating the food chain. Natural buffers against flooding are crucial for coastal resilience. The use of salt pans and mangroves as natural buffers against flooding is a crucial aspect of coastal resilience. Coastal communities have long recognized the importance of these natural barriers in protecting their homes and livelihoods from the impacts of sea level rise and extreme weather events. Coastal resilience and the role of salt pans and mangroves. The importance of natural buffers. Salt pans and mangroves have been used for centuries as natural buffers against flooding in coastal communities. These ecosystems provide a range of benefits, including protection from storm surges. Salt pans and mangroves can absorb and dissipate the energy of storm surges, reducing the impact of flooding on coastal communities. Shoreline stabilization. The roots of mangroves and the salt pans' shallow water help to stabilize the shoreline, preventing erosion and sedimentation. Water filtration. Mangroves and salt pans can filter out sediments and pollutants from the water, improving water quality and reducing the risk of waterborne diseases. The impact of climate change. The impact of climate change. Climate change is having a profound impact on coastal communities, with rising sea levels and more frequent extreme weather events threatening the very existence of these natural buffers. As the global temperature continues to rise, the frequency and severity of flooding events are expected to increase, putting pressure on coastal communities to adapt and find new ways to protect themselves. The role of salt pans and mangroves in coastal resilience. Salt pans and mangroves play a critical role in maintaining coastal resilience. The digital landscape. A double-edged sword. The digital landscape has demonstrated remarkable capacity for collective action, with millions of people around the world coming together to raise awareness, mobilize support, and drive positive change. From social media campaigns to online petitions, digital platforms have enabled unprecedented levels of engagement and participation.